going to be making black bean soup. Soup. And what I like about this soup is that right now at this given moment, all of you guys like this soup, and it also makes really good leftovers. Make a cut. That way you can peel your onion just a little bit easier. And then you can crush your garlic and peel it. And I tend to like to do both of these things at the same time. That way it's just a little bit more efficient when you dump out your trash, because we are fans of saving time if at all possible. Also, what I like about this soup is that there's lots of onion and garlic in it, and I do try to put a lot of that into our food because it is so healthy. Antiviral, good fiber, tasty. Alright, so typically we have cornbread with our black bean soup, and this is the brand that we like as a family. If you would like to, you can be really decadent and use whole milk and butter, or there's the option to use, like we usually get 2% milk, or vegetable oil. And usually I'll go with the 2% milk and vegetable oil, and it's good to start this at the beginning. That way it is baking while your soup is, while you're cooking it and getting everything ready, because it takes about, I don't know, like 5 minutes to make it, but then 28 minutes to bake it. And you do it just like it says here. Just follow those directions. Chop our onion. I do not have strong knife skills, so probably if you guys wanted to learn, that would be pretty cool, because it might save you on some time eventually. I might do it too. Would be fun. Yeah, eyeball between 1 and 2 tablespoons. That's fine. Turn the oven on to medium low. So right about 3 is good on our stove. And then start your onions softening in the heat. Grab my favorite spoon. Get it all nice and coated with oil and spread it out flat. That way it just cooks evenly. Nothing like getting an onion frying to make it feel nice and homey in a house. Rinse your garlic. I really do wonder how much time I have spent in my life mincing garlic, since I put it in so much of our food. Worth it. So I minced up the garlic, but this isn't like other recipes. It can be pretty coarsely chopped because we're going to be putting this all in the blender. Actually, I guess I didn't even have to chop up the onions that much, but yeah. So I'll go ahead and put that on in there. Give it a nice little stir. This is also a really super fast recipe because there's a lot of can dumping that goes on, so open up your cans. I've been trying to incorporate more beans into our food because they are healthy, good prebiotics. Gut health is important. Oh, there, finally. Black beans are good. It's a fiber too, so it helps move things through the system, if you know what I mean. Dump. Yeah, and you don't even have to rinse your beans or anything like some of the other recipes. It all just goes on in. Bean chews. And then you can turn your heat on up higher. Probably, oh, we want to get it boiling, so a 6 is pretty good. All the beans come out. Sometimes they don't. If all the beans don't come out, what you want to do is go over here, rinse, 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 and it's nice when your lid's still on because all you have to do is close your lid like that and then dump it out. Or actually, yeah, we want to dump it out because we don't want our soup too watery. And then the beans are in there, you see, and then you can dump them in. And then there's no waste. And that's good too. Oh yeah, this one's got some more. Attack! I got a little too vigorous there. Okay. It ain't a party till you spill something on yourself. A pro at that. Did I get them all? Yep, I got all the beans. Okay, good. Give it a good stir. And then you may as well add your salt. Like eyeball, about 2 teaspoons for this. 1 and 2. Ooh, that was a little bit much, but that's okay. And then a vigorous grinding of black pepper. Now, depending on if you want to, you can add 1 to 2 teaspoons of cumin. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Today I'm not in the mood for it, so I'm not going to do it today. But you can if you want to. Remember to put things away as you go along. That way you don't have to have a whole bunch to clean up after you're done. Wash your cilantro. Wash, wash, wash. Use cold water. Although, I guess you could use hot water because it's just going to go in the soup anyways, but if you end up using cilantro for a dish, you do want it. And you're not going to cook it. You want it to be fresh, so wash it in cold water. Might as well get in the habit of it. And then this is another case of a lot of this is going on into the soup, so you don't have to chop it very finely, but we'll do a little bit of a garnish to make it look pretty. So we will reserve maybe about 1/4 of it to sprinkle on top of our bowls, because beauty matters. So I'm just gonna grab the cilantro and toss it on in here. Mix it up. And then we are going to go ahead, bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna turn down the heat and we will let it simmer for about 20 minutes just to let all of the flavors mix and mingle. Now that it's all nice and boiling, you can go ahead and turn it down to like right between 2 and 3. Low, medium, low. That way it'll simmer for 20 minutes. Alright, so I usually grab another pan to put the soup in after it's blended. But for right now we're going to blend. So grab your ladle and turn off the heat and just start putting it into the blender. Probably with the amount that I make, I do it in 2 batches. So of course if you're cooking for less people, you can half the recipe, but since there's 6 of us and we like leftovers sometimes, that's how come I make this much. There you go. About 3/4 of the way, otherwise it explodes up. That's not good. Do be sure to securely put on the lid. I have not done that at times and created messes, so I usually start it off on low and then turn it on. And then I turn it up higher as it kind of gets grooving. Okay, I usually pretty much check to see what that looks like Probably could be chopped up, but just a little bit more. You want it to look nice and fine. And that looks pretty good. Turned off. And then we're going to pour it on into the pan that we have waiting for us here. And then get your next batch. They're not blended. Here. And dump. But do watch out for splattering. It's pretty low down, so it won't splatter up too much, but you want to be aware. And then scrape out the bits on the bottom. Second batch on in there. Don't need to scrape that down, it pretty much all came out. Hey. And to make things easier, you can soak stuff right after you finish. That way you don't have to spend as much time cleaning up. Alright, so you guys typically like sour cream in your black bean soup, so we have that out there. And me and your dad like avocado. No. Lots of you guys don't like avocado, so we're going to file this under maybe one day you guys will learn to love avocado too. Cornbread's done. Good stuff. Smells good. Looks good. Gotta let it cool probably for about 5 minutes before you cut into it. Otherwise it does get too crumbly. Just so you know what goes well with black bean soup. Mangoes do. That way you can be sure to eat your fruits and vegetables.